Today, we're diving into a question that's been on a lot of people's minds lately. Are we losing ourselves in the digital age? With social media, constant connectivity, and the rise of AI, it seems like we're becoming more detached from the real world. What do you think, B? Are we losing touch with who we really are?
It's definitely a concern. The digital age has given us access to so much information, but it feels like we're spending more time online than truly reflecting on ourselves. We get caught up in algorithms that push content tailored to our preferences, which in turn shapes our thoughts and opinions. But are those our opinions, or just what the internet is feeding us?
That's a good point. It's like we've outsourced our thoughts to these platforms, and with the rise of influencers, we're constantly comparing ourselves to curated versions of others' lives. Does that make us lose our sense of identity? Like, are we trying to fit into a mold rather than embracing our true selves?
I think it does. It's easy to get caught up in the highlights of someone else's life, especially when they're presented so perfectly. We forget that behind the filtered pictures and carefully crafted posts, there's a whole other side. But on the flip side, there's also the argument that digital platforms allow us to explore parts of ourselves that we might not have discovered in a more isolated, offline world.
True, the digital world can also serve as a place for self-expression. Think about how artists or writers use platforms to share their work or connect with like-minded people. It's a double-edged sword, though. On one hand, it helps us find our tribe, but on the other, it makes us more dependent on external validation.
Exactly. And there's also the issue of digital burnout. With everything happening online, work, relationships, entertainment, it's hard to disconnect. And that constant ping of notifications can make us feel like we're never really off. It almost feels like we're becoming our devices rather than using them.
That's a great observation. The pressure to stay connected and always be available can blur the lines between who we are offline and online. I wonder if, as a society, we're actually losing the ability to be present in the moment. We're so busy scrolling or checking notifications that we forget to just experience life.
That's the paradox, isn't it? The tools that were meant to make our lives easier and more connected are sometimes doing the exact opposite. We're more connected than ever, but at the same time, more disconnected from ourselves. Maybe the key is finding a balance. How do we engage with the digital world without letting it take over our identities?
Yeah, balance is key. It might come down to setting boundaries, like scheduling times when we completely unplug, or even curating our online feeds to reflect things that truly inspire us, not just entertain us. I guess the real question is, how can we stay connected in a meaningful way without losing the essence of who we are?
That's the challenge, isn't it? The digital age isn't going away, but we can choose how we engage with it. Maybe in the end, it's about staying mindful of how much of our time and energy we're willing to invest online versus in the real world.
And that awareness is the first step. It's about reclaiming control over how we let technology shape us. It's possible to use the digital world in a way that enriches our lives without overshadowing who we are at our core.
Exactly. So, what do you think, listeners? Are we losing ourselves in the digital age, or is this just the evolution of who we are becoming? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Stay tuned for more discussions on how technology is shaping our lives.